Hello everyone, welcome to the lab 4 of ECE 573 Advanced Embedded Logic Design. In this video, we'll compare the execution time of various implementation of the matrix multiplication algorithm on the Z-board. So the Z-board is connected to the network, and first step is to copy the files from your desktop to the SD card present on the Z-board. So you need to build the project with the hardware configuration and the release option. And once you build the project, you will see that in your project folder, you will find inside the release subfolder, you will find the sub SD card folder where you need to you will have the all the necessary file. So let's go to the SD card folder, and then in the SD card folder, by using the pscp command, I'm going to copy the boot.bin Linux image file and my ELF file to the board with the IP address of 192.168.112.148 and the MNT directory. So the password is root. So you can see that the data is being copied to the SD card available on the Z-board. So once data is copying of the data is successful, open another command prompt, then SSH into the board. Okay, if you get error like this, you need to go to this folder and open this known host file and then remove everything from that file and then save it. Password is root. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is that I need to reboot the board so that when it reboots, it gets configured with the new files I have stored into the SD card. On the Z board, we have made the jumper setting such that the Zinc SoC gets configured using the file stored in the SD card. So let's perform the reboot option. This is very important option. This is very important step. And then after you complete the reboot, you need to wait for a few seconds and then you need to SSH into the board. Okay, let's check whether the reboot is completed or not. Okay, the same issue. You need to go to the corresponding file, remove the corresponding line in that SSH known host file. Then yes, root. So go to the MNT directory. Okay. So now you can see that I have some old file, and the file which I need to execute is the lab 31 hw1.elf, which I have just copied. So lab 31 h1.elf, and you can see that I'm getting the acceleration factor of around 3 when I implemented my matrix multiplication using the floating point arithmetic. So before copying the new file, let's remove all the ELF file. Okay, so I have removed all the ELF file. There are some files stored by the students, so I'll also remove them. Okay, so we have completed the execution of the first one, where first phase of the lab 4, where we implemented the floating point matrix multiplication using the local memory, and we got the acceleration factor of around 3. Now we'll go to the next part of the lab 4, where we'll implement the integer we'll implement the matrix multiplication using the integer arithmetic. So to do that, just go to the corresponding folder and copy the files. So I'll go to the corresponding folder, and then I'll use the same command pscp. The only I need to take care that the file names are correct. So I have copied all the files in the SD card of the corresponding board. So then I'll do the reboot here. Okay. So during that time, make sure you go to the known host file and remove the corresponding line, so that you can do the SSH directly into the board. Sometimes it takes times around 10 seconds for the reboot to complete, so you might have to wait for that time. So you can see that now the file has been copied. So I'll execute the corresponding file, and you will see that because of the integer arithmetic, the execution time of both the hardware as well as software has been improved. Okay, so you can also do the comparison. Here you can see that it takes around 57k clock cycles compared to the only 56 clock cycle, and you can see that in the software it took around 1.9 lakh clock cycles compared to the only 1.63 lakhs clock cycle in case of the integer arithmetic. So the gain is higher in the software compared to the hardware, because in the hardware, as we have seen, our number of total latency is reduced from 3.2k to only 3k. But in the software, floating point arithmetic is very expensive. So we have moved to the integer one. So we got a significant gain in the software. So you can see that still the acceleration factor is around 2.81. Now in the next part, what we'll do, we'll now compare the next phase of our lab 4, where we have moved from the 32-bit integer to the 18-bit integer, and we'll test the performance of the algorithm. Okay, so I have done copying of the files from the desktop to the SD card, and I also perform the reboot operation. So I'll do the SSH to check whether the board is live. Okay, so you can see that I have copied the second file in the SD card. So now I'll do the execution of the second file, and you can see that the corresponding acceleration factor is higher than the corresponding acceleration factor we got in case of the our integer arithmetic. There is a slight improvement, not significant improvement, but the major improvement we got in terms of the hardware resources when we go from the 32-bit integer uh, to the corresponding 18 or 22-bit integer arithmetic. Okay, in the software, in terms of the latency, as we have discussed during the lecture, we won't get significant or noticeable improvement in the execution time. Now, next, I'll show you the acceleration factor when you have the multiple hardware instances. Okay, so I have copied the necessary files in the SD card. I have done the reboot operation. Now I'll check the board. I have removed the known host file error by deleting the corresponding line. So now you can see that I have copied the next file, which is the lab32hd2 ELF file. And once I execute this one, you can see that I have the now 3 execution. Okay, so you can see that I have this software cycle. And then I have the sequential execution in the hardware where I will use only one IP and I'll call that IP 2 times, and then I have the parallel execution. And you can see that I get the significant improvement in the execution factor with the parallel execution of I'll get the 4.75 of speed up, and with the sequential execution I get the speed up of 3.32. Okay, and if you see the actual performance, actual time in the seconds, here you will get the, compared to the software, you will get around 4 times around 3 to 4 times improvement in your execution time in terms of the seconds. Okay, so this is how we can verify the function performance of our architecture on the Z board, which is connected to the your network, and we can access the Z board remotely.